वागीशाद्यासु मनसः सर्वार्थानामुपक्रमे यन्नत्वा कृतकृत्यासु तं नमामि गजाननम्। या कुन्देन्दुतुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रान्विता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्करप्रभृतिभिर्देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा। आपदामपहर्तारं धातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्। नमः कृष्णाय शुद्धाय ब्रह्मणे परमात्मने योगेश्वराय योगाय त्वामहं शरणं गता। Welcome friends to another episode of my discourses on spirituality and religion based on Hindu texts and Hindu precepts. There is a precept in Hinduism, dharmo rakshati rakshitaha. It is also enunciated in Mahabharata by none other than Lord Krishna. It says, when you protect dharma, it protects you. But if you don't protect dharma and violate dharma, is there any consequence? Dharmo rakshati rakshitaha. But dharmo arakshati, what does it do? Let us examine some real life events that have a severe impact on this statement, and that will prove to you conclusively that dharmo arakshati, what it can do. In the movie field, if you look at it, there are more people who suffered than succeeded. The people who succeeded and remained prosperous are very few. For every successful personality that was in the movie field, there are 100 others who perished. So there some movie actors went to the level of begging for food. We see their videos on YouTube. What happened to those old heroes, heroines? And many people went into bankruptcy. Why? Because the movie field is a field, as it is existing in India, a sinful field. Why it is sinful? Because the money for movies, majority of the money comes from teenagers. You go to any movie theater and watch any show, the morning show, the matinee, the afternoon show, the night first show, all these are occupied obviously, invariably with teenagers. They're above the age of 14 and below the age of 25. They're mostly students. 70% of the moviegoers are bachelors, students. Most of these people take that money from their parents' hard-earned income. When they take that money and these people make movies for them, titillating movies, which arouse the people and stop short of being practical. They go as far as the censor board allows them. And the money they get is not from willing customers, but enticed customers, seduced through publicity, paid publicity in the form of movie magazines. Most of the writers in the movie magazines who write gossips and arouse the curiosity of these teenagers are paid by the movie stars and the movie makers. They pay them to write such interesting news, to arouse curiosity to see that movie. And that is all paid publicity. And those magazines, which are supposed to spread the truth, purvey bad news, lies, outright lies. And those stories do come out after 50 years, 60 years, 70 years. And when you earn money by cheating youngsters, there is a sloka in Ramayana and in Mahabharata. Whoever takes the money from Brahmins, women folk, and children, they will all go to hell. That money will not last. That money will not last. They will not have a lasting family. They will not have their dynasty. It will be decimated. Many people have suffered that. We can see in movies, many people suffered. Good people, talented people, otherwise nice people, they suffered. So that is one area. And in real examples, there were chief ministers who violated dharma. And what happened? There was a chief minister for Andhra Pradesh. He was a very strong man on ground. He had his strong army. He could fight anybody. Then he became chief minister. The police force was entirely behind him. He knew how to rig elections, and he was having a very good equation with the high command in Delhi. There was nothing that can touch him at all. He was still going by the political standards in the prime of life at 61 years. And what did he do? He tried to auction off 2 hills of the 7 hills Lord. And also he forced the Rama temple in Bhadrachalam to perform the Sri Rama Navami celebration on Dashami in 2009 instead of on Navami. He got 1 or 2 good Brahmins to come on TV and support him that what he has done is the right thing. What happened? After within 6 months, he went in a helicopter and God knows what happened. He fell down from the helicopter crashed in a forest, middle of nowhere, and from about 50-60 feet height, the whole thing fell and his body was broken into pieces and his flesh and blood was splattered all over the forest. It took 3 days to locate his body, and all the insects, reptiles, animals feasted on his flesh. This kind of death certainly takes him back many births. For him to come back to human life, it will take ages. Ages. I can cite many more examples. There was another chief minister again of Andhra Pradesh. He backstabbed his father-in-law and took away the chief minister's chair. And he won the next election also. And then for 10 years he sat in opposition, and not a day passed without he being termed as the backstabber of his own father-in-law. And whenever he becomes chief minister, unfortunately, rains elude the state. Simply rains do not fall. And he has only one son, and that son is an incompetent person. And he has amassed thousands of crores. Where will all that go? Not certainly his son cannot enjoy. The moment he goes, his son will be in deep trouble. I'll take you to historical events also. Babar, it was said, carried the treasures from Ayodhya temple on 2,800 carts, 2,800 carts to Afghanistan. Ghori Muhammad looted Delhi. Ghazni Muhammad looted Somnath temple 18 times. He too carried the treasures on elephants. So with all this money, the country of Afghanistan should have prospered. Where is the prosperity of Afghanistan? It is a beggar state now. It's a beggar state. Where did all that money go? Where did all those treasures go? Where are those treasures? Shah Jahan stole the peacock throne from a Hindu king, and after the uh, death of Aurangzeb, the Nadir Shah from Iran came and took away that peacock throne to Iran. Is that throne now in Iran? Yes, the seat only is there in Iran. All the gem-studded trimmings of that throne were taken by British. There were supposed to be two beautiful peacocks, real life replicas. They used to look like real life peacocks on the throne, and they were all the colors were achieved by the studying of gemstones in the peacocks. That peacocks were supposed to be a great treasure and a great piece of work of art. Where are those peacocks now? British took away from Iran, and a whole ship, a big ship, full of treasures from Iran, all taken from India. It sank. Where did it sink? Nobody really knows, because in those days the communications satellites were not there to pinpoint the location, and they are searching for it because the treasure in that ship alone is supposed to be worth trillions now. The whole treasure went and sank and is at the bottom of the sea. God knows where. So when you perform adharma and do not perform dharma, you do not rakshati dharma, it's sikshitaha, it will punish you. Absolutely no doubt. Why did the treasure go away from India? Because the kings were not protecting dharma. Look at the current state of affairs in the world. When Rama ruled, no younger person died when his elders were living. When father and mother were living, their children did not die. Only one Brahmin's son, lone son, expired. Then that Brahmin brought the dead body to the door of Rama, gate of Rama, and cried, Rama, I did not perform any adharma. I always adhered to dharma. But my son died. He should be performing my final rites. I have to perform his final rites. Since I have not performed any adharma, it must be because of you. Whatever king performs adharma, the impact will always be on all the subjects. So I am suffering because of you. Do something. Rama immediately ordered that body to be kept in an oil tank so that it does not perish. And he called his Brahmins, Vasishtha, Vamadeva, Jabali, all those people, Narada. Narada said, Rama, there is a sinful act going on. Somebody is performing tapas who should not be. In Kruta Yuga and Treta Yuga, only Brahmins and Kshatriyas can do tapas. Others cannot. In Dwapara Yuga, Vaishyas can do. In Kali Yuga, Shudras also can do. But in Treta Yuga, these people should not be doing. There is somebody doing tapas. Somewhere you locate him and take action. Rama called the Pushpaka aircraft. He went in the directions of east, west, north, and south. At a mountain called Shevala, he found one Shudra to be performing tapas. He asked him and he confessed that he is a Shudra and performing tapas to attain paradise with the same body. Immediately Rama took out his sword and severed his head. The moment the head was severed, the boy was rejuvenated and he went to live long. Now, in this COVID crisis, many young people are dying when their fathers are living. It is because people are not adhering to dharma. If only they adhere to dharma, this will not come. People may say, where is the proof? For these events, proof will not be there. Proof is there for those people to see. Why did this COVID-19 came? Because of China. China could not produce that strain of bacteria. Some scientists from the advanced world have collaborated with them under the name of science, under the name of progress of science, under the name of advancement of science, and that got leaked out or purposefully leaked out. Who gave that kind of idea to those people? Obviously, God. Why? Because there is adharma in this world. Whoever is adhering to dharma, they are all protected. Look at each person, go deep into it. You will know that there is adharma, and that adharma people only are dying. Whoever performs dharma, he will die when his time comes. No akala mrityu, no untimely death, timely death. When untimely death happens, understand there is adharma. Why did Duryodhana die before Dhritarashtra died? Because of adharma. He performed adharma, that's why he died. For Ravana, Indrajit died. For Indira Gandhi, Sanjay Gandhi died. He was his second son. He was her second son. When she was living, he cannot die. It shows clearly what kind of a life she led. And she ultimately, how did she die? She was shot to death by her own bodyguards, security guards. So friends, remember, dharmo rakshati rakshitaha, dharmo arakshati sikshitaha. स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषा गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु।